It is your bones and the muscles, ligaments, tendons, cartilage, and connective tissue that bind it all together so that you can have a framework for your body.
Rattle them bones. It's Hunt for Wellness, episode number 40. Welcome to Hunt for Wellness. I am John Hunt.
And I'm Christy Hunt.
And this is the show where we help you live your best life, mind, body, and spirit. And this episode of Hunt for Wellness is brought to you by waterdistillers.com. They provide great machines that give you great water that gives you great wellness. So go over and check it out at waterdistillers.com. Okay, rattle them bones. Was that clickbait or something like that to try to get people to, talk about what we're going to talk about? If you don't know what we're going to talk about, we're going to tell you in a moment. But we've been talking about the different body systems in the last several episodes.
Yes.
And so when we get up to the bones, I guess it's not the bone system. It's the technical name is?
Musculoskeletal system.
Musculoskeletal. I knew there had to be like a little more than rattle them bones.
Yes.
Sometimes the bones don't feel like they're being rattled, don't they?
They feel dry.
They feel the dry bones.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. So let's, because we're trying to be as informative as possible here, just define what the musculoskeletal system is within the whole environment of the body.
Yes. So it is your bones and the muscles, ligaments, tendons, cartilage, and connective tissue that bind it all together.
Yeah.
So that you can have a framework for your body. Imagine your body without bones.
Right.
Like a blob.
It wouldn't
You'd be a jellyfish.
Wouldn't hold up very well, would it?
No.
Yeah.
You'd be a jellyfish. So it supports your body and supports your weight and just keeps everything together and helps you move.
Yeah.
And do the things you want to do.
Now, last episode we talked about the nervous system. Correct?
Yes.
And so we can link to that too in the show notes. But how does the nervous system connect to the bones and the muscles? Because muscles, does it kind of dead end at that, or?
Well, you everything is connected in the body, and the nervous system moves the bones, like gives it innervation,
tells it what to do.
Yes, and then the bones and muscles move. Right.
Yeah, right.
So,
but
tied together.
Yeah, okay. Well, I won't go down that rabbit trail too much. So let's talk about, I'm sure most people will know some of the common things that happen to the musculoskeletal system. How many times have you said, oh, my back is killing me, right? And we're not talking like we're talking either specific muscles or bones, right? I mean, because you can have inflammation or...
Yeah. Well, first I want to talk just a little bit more about the structure.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so the nerves kind of come around the bones.
Okay.
They're not in the bones. But the vasculature, blood vessels...
Right, the vessels.
...come to the bones. And so the bones are really strong. On the outside, there's like different layers.
Yeah.
And let's see, I've got a little bit of notes here, if I can read the right thing.
All I know about bones is that, we need calcium, right? Does that help support the bones?
Yes, it does. And vitamin D and other
told that
hormones.
Our whole life.
Our other hormones too, calcitonin, estrogen, and testosterone. So you can see over time when people age, those hormone levels go down and the bones weaken.
That's why the bones weaken.
Yeah. So the outside of the bone is strong and is made of like protein and calcium. And then there's the trabecular layer, which is softer, but also important to the strength of the bone. And that's kind of what gets weaker over time.
Okay, and that's something that you can support as well, specifically?
Yeah, with the right vitamins, minerals, hormones, keeping your body healthy.
Okay.
And then also weight-bearing exercises strengthens that. But inside the trabecular area is what's the name of it? It is the bone marrow. And in the bone marrow is where our blood is made.
Oh,
the stem cells.
yeah. Now it's all coming around, isn't it?
Yeah. So,
it's like the circulatory system.
When it says in the Bible, a broken spirit dries up the bones.
Yeah,
It's literally...
It literally is.
Literally is drying up your, immune system where your blood is made.
Oh, wow.
So, isn't that cool?
That is really cool, how it's all related.
Yes. And so it's important to have healthy bones, obviously.
Yeah, right. Okay, well, I know a lot of us, some of us age, some of us don't. I bet there's a few out watching or listening that do that. So I think this is one of the common things when we talk to people. I mean, people, having sore backs, sore knees, sore hips. I mean, these are all, joints that at least bones and muscles are involved in, right?
Yes.
So let's talk about some of those things that people might relate to. The common breakdown of the, now we already know with age, some of the whatever you call it, the makeup of it is declining. So what else can happen?
Well, you can have injuries.
Yeah.
You can twist your ankle, sprain your ankle, break a bone, fall on a bone. Yeah. Fall in a way that breaks a bone, which is very painful.
So the difference between a strain and a break, though, a break, the bone actually breaks, right?
Right.
What a strain, is that more about the muscles and the stuff around it?
Yes.
Around the bone? Okay.
Yes.
Good. And this also causes other things like you limp, you have trouble sleeping. There's all kinds of things that a disrupted bone or muscle can cause.
Right. Overuse of muscles, can cause all those itises.
Yes.
Like bursitis, arthritis. Itis means inflammation.
Okay. Well, and also too, doesn't your system want to try to protect certain things, so it might, inflame or cause some pain there just so you won't
to protect.
Yeah, to protect the area.
Yeah, and when the body is aiming for balance. So when we get out of balance, it compensates.
Okay.
To try to balance itself in a new way. In fact, I was just at the chiropractor today, and she's like, your body is really off. It's going crooked on the table. And I thought it was straight.
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
Because my brain was telling me it was straight, but she's looking at me going, you're crooked.
Yeah. Well, how about sometimes you see people walking, and they're walking like this, and you're going, now they must know they're out of alignment.
One shoulder's way up high.
Yeah, and they I don't know, maybe they feel...
Everybody can see what you're doing.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, especially those listening.
Yes.
Can't see it all. But, if someone's really crooked, but to them, they might feel balanced, right?
Right, they might not feel...
or that might be the way they have to walk in order not to have pain.
Correct.
Yeah, okay.
Even though it's out of balance, and over time, that's degenerating things because the bones aren't lined up, like your spinal cord, or the bones, vertebrae around the spinal cord might not be lined up right, and so over time that can push on the spinal cord or the nerves. And you can have nerve pain, nerve damage if it's not resolved.
And it's wild too, if you have something like that going on in your back, you might feel it in your foot.
Yes.
Because everything's connected.
Right.
Okay, let's stop with all the pain and problems, and let's get into some ways that we can support the musculoskeletal system, because that's what we want to do. Of course, we're brand partners for Young Living, which has hundreds of products that help support various systems in the body. But today we'll talk about some of the ones that can specifically target your musculoskeletal system.
And then one thing we wanted to say, the FDA has not evaluated our statements or Young Living's supplements. So,
we're not trying to diagnose or cure anything.
Or treat.
Right. We're just trying to give you some good advice on how to support yourselves.
We're giving you some good information that you can use for whatever you want to do with it.
Use it, take it or leave it.
Exactly. So there's just some natural things that we can do. Like if we twisted our ankle when we were walking out of the homeschool conference a few years ago.
You mean I twisted? No.
No, me.
Okay, I twisted. I remember, was it like you fell off the curb or something?
Yeah, it was a slant thing that I wasn't watching where I was going. And
all of a sudden you couldn't walk.
No, I couldn't. It was really, really painful. So you can take a bath with Epsom salts. Epsom salts is magnesium in there and really helps support the muscles.
Oh, yeah.
So that's really great. Put a few drops of lavender or other essential oils in there that will really help. Also, you can apply essential oils to a sore spot, like sore shoulders or sore neck. I love deep relief.
Yeah, the deep relief roll on. You literally roll it right on where it feels bad.
Yeah. And so I love that. Hot packs or cold packs can be helpful to sore spots. But also just in supporting the musculoskeletal system, use it.
Right.
Exercise, walk. It's important for our bones to actually be weight bearing.
Yeah.
So by walking and moving and even lifting weights.
Yeah. I know like at the club when we do the warm up, it's the first 3 or 4 minutes. Like you start it and you're a little stiff and a little tight, but kind of gets warmed up and then you feel like you can do more things.
And you can.
And not be in pain.
Right. Sometimes the pain actually just like works out.
Yeah.
Works out of your system as you move.
As you warm up. Yeah. And it's probably some of that heat and energy and all that working together.
Yeah. And people with arthritis, it's very important for them to be moving regularly. That's really helpful. So God made our bodies to be able to heal themselves, which is great.
Awesome.
And then supplements can be helpful, which we'll talk about in a second. And then like chiropractic.
Yeah.
We're fans of the chiropractic.
Right.
They've really helped us.
Well, I mean, they're musculoskeletal specialists. I mean, they're working on your spine. They're working, to get you in alignment and adjustment, which makes sense.
Yes. And so I've had situations where my neck and my back has been super painful. I've been to the chiropractor and found instant relief.
Yeah.
So, and also our Raindrop Technique.
Yeah.
Is really great. In fact, that's one of the things that we used it for. 9 essential oils you put on the feet and the spine to help bring balance to the body. The first time was your back was really, really hurting bad.
Yeah.
And
I was going to go into the chiropractor.
Yeah, and you couldn't get in.
Couldn't get in because it was a weekend and it was late at night. So we did the Raindrop, and then the next day it was like, I don't need to go in.
No, you feel so good.
I feel a lot better. Yeah. So proactively using things like the Raindrop technique and
then resting and allowing the body to balance itself out.
Yeah.
And there you go.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. Are we getting to the fun show and tell part yet?
Yeah.
Okay. So, of course, we are, if there's anything we talk about on this program and you'd like more information or maybe just talk about your situation, you can go over to Hunt4Wellness.com, click on the blue connect button. We're happy to sit down with you for a discovery call by Zoom, by phone, in person, whatever works for you. And just talk about some of the things that you can do to support your musculoskeletal system. So click the blue connect button.
Yes.
All right.
So Agilease is
one of my favorites. Yes, I do not go a day without that.
Tell us about Agilease.
Well, Agilease really, what I can tell you about is when I don't use it, I feel worse. I'm feeling that, getting out of bed and feeling sore feeling.
Yes.
Right? But when I use that and I get out of bed on a normal basis, then it just really, I think it's overall muscle support, but you can tell us exactly what's in it and why. You can tell us what's in it.
It does support healthy cartilage and joint health and helps with inflammation.
Yes.
Especially, just regular everyday life, but after working out as well.
Yeah. Well, that's why I take it on a regular basis every day, not in response to a workout, but to basically keep that balance we talked about. Because I know when I have that, I am more balanced because my muscles are in less pain.
Yeah, and it has some collagen in it. It's got frankincense powder, essential oils of wintergreen, copaiba, clove, and Northern Lights black spruce.
Ooh. Which I love that oil on its own, so no wonder I like it.
Yeah, and you just take 2 capsules a day.
Yep. Yeah, I just take it right with breakfast. Regular routine. Okay.
Yeah, it's really good.
And then what do you got next?
I like Sulfurzyme.
Sulfurzyme, okay.
So Sulfurzyme
I don't use that one, but
is methylsulfonomethane, MSM, plus Ningxia wolfberry is in that too. And it also helps reduce inflammation. And they have it in capsules and powder.
Yeah.
I like the powder because I don't swallow capsules.
Yes.
So I just add that to some Ningxia red and mix it together and drink it up. Just a half a teaspoon.
Nice. Every day. Speaking of powders, we have also AminoWise.
Yes.
Which, again, would not live without.
Yes.
That's for during. You can use it either during the workout or after the workout, or if you're dogged during the day and need a little boost. Basically, it replenishes your amino acids, which you use up when you're working out. So it kind of makes sense. It's kind of replenishing. It helps you hydrate too, because you do it with water, and it makes drinking more water a lot easier, and it tastes good too. So I definitely do that in a water bottle every day when I'm working out.
Yeah, it has 3 blends. It has the muscle performance blend, the recovery blend, and the hydration blend. And so it's got the amino acids in it.
Yes.
And the essential oils of lemon and lime and the Ningxia red powder.
Yeah.
It is amazing. We use it daily with working out, but also, I think we've told the story before, but we had this huge outdoor project.
Yep.
And it was July, and we had to cut down these tops of these huge bushes. It took us
hours.
Literally. Well, after 6 hours, I think it was, my energy was going down in the tank.
Yep.
And normally, for me, that would be it.
You'd be done.
I could not work anymore. But we tried. We'd just gotten the AminoWise a few weeks before. I said, let's put that in our water, take it. And we both drank a full water bottle.
Yep.
Which was good. It was July, so it was warm out in Minnesota. And our energy, or mine,
popped right up.
It did. It went
so
right back up.
We were able to work a few more hours.
We worked 4 more hours, which is
incredible.
A miracle.
Right.
Literally a miracle. And
basically, AminoWise is a must-have.
It really does. It really replenishes, your amino acids and things and electrolytes that you lose when you're exercising hard.
Yep. Okay, well, let's wrap it up with one more. Powergize.
Okay. Powergize. You love that.
Yes, that's another one that I don't even know what's in it, but I just take it every day because it gives me a little extra energy boost. It just gives you more power. So.
It has ashwagandha root, KSM66 ashwagandha root, which is very concentrated and pure. And so it really helps balance your energy.
Yeah.
It's got also some essential oils that are really good. Men and women can take this. It's got blue spruce, goldenrod, and cassia. Helps just have sustained energy.
Yes, it is a great one that you don't, and when you don't take it, that's when you notice how much you really like it. That's what I like.
Yeah.
So. Okay, well, we need to wrap up, but there's other things too, like the Cool Azul pain cream, which, when you do get sore muscles, you can literally put it right on. I mean, it is a miracle thing, but again, if you want to find out more about ways to support your musculoskeletal system, we'd love to share these products with you or other ideas. Just go over to Hunt4Wellness.com, click on the blue connect button, and we would just love to connect with you.
And I think we'll link some of these.
Yeah, we'll link the products right in the show notes too. So if you want to just go ahead and get them, you can do that as well. Also, this episode of Hunt for Wellness is brought to you by waterdistillers.com. And you need that great water, so you get that by using a machine called a water distiller. And it makes great pure water for your great wellness. So go over and check out what all the rage is about at waterdistillers.com. And then come back next time for our next episode of Hunt for Wellness.